My favorite time of year is almost here and I am so excited. And no, I am not talking about summer. Hi guys, and welcome to another video. If this is your first time here, my name is Veronica. I am a TV presenter and journalist, and I love everything about fashion. So this is the main kind of like headline of my channel. I do different videos, but all of them are of course fashion related. So I hope this is something that interests you and you're gonna consider sticking around and hang out with us. And if you are returning, thank you, and I hope you're gonna enjoy this video too. So what part of the year I'm actually talking about? Well, if you have been here before, you should know by now. It's of course Cannes Film Festival. I did already a couple of videos about Cannes Film Festival, and if you haven't seen them, go watch them there from the previous years. And I always kind of say that on YouTube and on social media, you mostly see the side of these big film festivals where the red carpet is involved. So that's all you probably see is influencers and, you know, big celebrities walking the red carpets to their premieres. And if you go there as a film journalist like I am, it's a very different experience. Don't get me wrong, it's still amazing. I love it and I wouldn't change it for a world, because I actually do get to see a lot of films, which for me is of course the main reason why I go to film festivals. But you know, from the YouTube point of view, it is kind of fun to talk about film festival and not actually go to many, if any, red carpets there. So my day at the film festival is very different, because mainly I'm there to watch films, do interviews, and of course do work. But because nobody in the world can just work all the time, of course there's the fun party side as well. Schedule is really crazy and really packed. Usually I will get up before 7 a.m. and I would usually come back to the place where I'm staying around 2, sometimes even 3 a.m. So you can imagine after like 5 or 6 days how you're gonna look and feel, because you're gonna be lacking food and sleep and rest. But because of all the adrenaline and of everything that you can see and do in Cannes during the film festival, you just don't think about these things. So I would usually watch 4 to 5 films every day, do interviews in between, and of course write my reports and record my audio for radio. And then, you know, I would have TV interviews as well for certain films. And even though I enjoy reporting for TV, of course, as well, but by day 6, I really just want to sleep. I feel so tired and I look tired by then. So I'm not really happy if I get like TV interviews towards the end of the festival, because it's quite difficult to look nice on camera. But you know, I've been doing this for years and years, so I kind of manage my way around, but it's not easy, I'll tell you that. So now that you know my schedule, you will understand why most of the things that I pack for the film festivals is actually comfortable stuff. So things that I can walk around all day, because usually you would go from like really freezing temperatures inside the cinema to the outdoors when it's like 30 degrees and like scorching hot, and you can't carry a lot of things with you, because usually you would leave your house in the morning and not go back before the evening. So you have all the things you need for the day on you, and it's just not feasible walking around in heels and pretty dresses. My priority is of course to be comfortable. But because I am who I am, and because it is Cannes, obviously I want to look nice as well. So I will show you in the videos from Cannes what I actually wore on a day-to-day basis, which is like comfortable but still kind of like nice looking outfits. But the point of today's video is to choose dresses for the parties that I plan to go to. So usually I would go to opening and closing parties. I would get invited sometimes to press dinner, which is very special as well. And then it would be an occasional off party that I don't know before the festival that I'm going to go to that party, because usually invitations arrive during the festival. So I don't know at this moment how many parties I will go to, but usually I will go to 3 or 4, sometimes 5, but that's like the limit, because I really do not want to be out all night every night, because I do want to see as many films as I can when I'm in festival, because again, that's the main reason why I go to film festivals, is to see films. So for the opening party, I always have 2 or even 3 different outfits, because opening party is at the beginning of the festival, obviously, and the weather in Cannes is really weird. The first few days is usually still quite chilly, and then it kind of picks up and it gets hotter and hotter. So for the opening party, you cannot just have one dress prepared for it, because the weather changes so much. It can be really hot to really cold. I mean, 2 years ago, I was in trousers, in jacket, in long sleeves underneath and I was still cold. And then, you know, last year it was pretty warm, so I had like this really cut out dress. So you never know what you're gonna need. So I'm gonna bring two very different dresses, and then I'm gonna choose the one that's gonna be suitable for the weather we're gonna have. So the first one is my favorite black cocktail dress. I really love this dress so much. It's by Rotate, and it's just so amazing to have it on. It feels like heavy silk, but it's very stiff material, so the skirt will actually stay like this the whole time, the whole evening. I had this dress on for a couple of parties by now, and I had so many questions each time. Which dress is this? Where did I got it? Is it still available? So if I will still find it anywhere on the internet, I'm going to link it below the video. But this is now about 2 years old, so I'm not sure. If I didn't get it the first time I told you about this dress, I think now it might be actually too late. I'm gonna pair it with Aquazzura's Minute sandals. Even though the straps on the shoes are very thin, they're actually very comfortable. So I can walk in this for a long time and dance and everything. I haven't decided on a bag yet, but I think I'm gonna take the Versace silver clutch, because I think I'm gonna pair this dress with silver jewelry. So this is in case the weather will be really nice. If it's going to be colder, I'm going to have this green self-portrait dress. It's long dress, it is short sleeved, but because it's long and it's quite thick, I'm pretty sure it's going to be warm enough, even if temperature would be a bit lower than usual. It can be a bit chilly, especially towards the midnight when you have been outside for a few hours by then, and you know, it's nice to have something slightly more covered. For press dinner, I'm going to wear another self-portrait dress. This one is actually quite old. I had this one in my wardrobe for years now, and I haven't worn it in Cannes yet, so it feels like a new dress for Cannes, because I wore it to other festivals and other occasions, but I've never took it to Cannes. I'm still deciding on the bag, so we are kind of trying to pair dresses with shoes for now, and then see which bags will go with it. And I'm gonna post all of my outfits from Cannes on my Instagram account, so make sure to follow me there to not miss how I'm gonna actually combine these outfits with shoes and bags and things like that. And then for any kind of other parties that I will be able to go to, depending on my schedule, I'm gonna take this Rat and Boa dress as well. I wore it last year in Venice, and it was definitely a right choice. This dress is really cool, especially for these hot summer nights. So I kind of felt that this dress is more Venice, because Venice Film Festival is towards of the end of the summer, as opposed to Cannes, who is at the start of the summer in May. But you know, I'm gonna gamble that there's gonna be some hot evenings, and when that happens during Cannes Film Festival, I'm gonna wear this Rat and Boa dress. I'm gonna pair it with my favorite summer sandals. These are of course Aquazzura So Nude in metallic. And I'm gonna have this gold clutch with it, and probably loads of gold jewelry, you know. But the final look, how I'm gonna pair everything together, I'm gonna post on my Instagram. I always save the best dress for the closing party, because that to me is the most special, because I always say to survive Cannes Film Festival as a journalist, you know, it's something to celebrate, because I cannot emphasize how crazy it is when you are a journalist at Cannes Film Festival. I mean, if you want to do it all, if you want to see as many movies as you can, if you want to do a lot of interviews, if you want to go to events as well, be prepared to just not sleep much and not eat much, and just immerse yourself in films, because it is, you know, usually how this looks is that I would be eating with one hand and, you know, typing my reports for radio with the other. So the second I finish eating, I can actually record my audio and edit together all the audio tracks that I got from press conferences or interviews, and you know, kind of put it together in a nice little report and send it to radio every day. Then every other day or every third day I would have a TV interview as well, but that one I will actually edit and air after the festival, so at least I don't have to edit that during the festival. And then when you're finished with your work, you're back to Palais watching more films, and then occasional events in the evening or even parties, and then just repeat everything the next day. And I love it. I love doing that. I love being there. I love, you know, Cannes is really highlight of my year, but that doesn't change the fact that it's bloody exhausting. So this is the reason why I always bring the most special dress for the closing party and closing ceremony. And this year's dress is going to be this self-portrait dress, which is a new addition. I bought it a couple of months ago with specific intention to wear it in Cannes. I'm going to pair it with Balmain chunky necklace and this Miu Miu silver metallic heels. And you know, it's the dress that makes you feel very special. It's the material, it's very heavy material, so the way it sits on your body, it's just amazing. So I cannot recommend more this dress than I already had. I'm gonna try and get at least like one good photo out of that party, so you will be able to enjoy it with me. The outfit I'm wearing in this video is the squared jeans dress, and it has 3/4 sleeves. This is the reason why I wanted it. And this is again another dress that I like to wear this time of year when it's warm but not too hot yet, so it's perfect for denim. And you know, the squared is one of my favorite denim brands. I have quite a lot of jeans from them, and you know, a few jackets, and I think they are pretty cool brand. But this dress is the only denim dress I have from this brand. Are you following what's happening in Cannes? Are you watching which films are going to premiere there? Because this year is going to be amazing. I mean, Francis Ford Coppola is coming, then George Lucas is coming, Demi Moore is going to be there. Practically who's who of Hollywood and international scene will be this. Of course, Yorgos Lanthimos has another film with Emma Stone, so I just cannot wait to see what this year's edition of films will bring, and of course of fashion as well. So after the festival, we're going to definitely chat about red carpet looks. And you know, make sure that you are subscribed and that you have your notifications on, because you will not want to miss that video. So have a fun day, guys, and I will see you in the next video.